I'm Thomas Schermerhorn, and this is another drawing, illustrations, and art video. Sorry for anyone or any noise talking in the background. In the last video or post, if you read the blog, I talked about the construction of drawing is more important than shading. Before I get into the topic of this video, I wanted to talk about the drawing that you're seeing in the background. This is for my Man vs. Giant series. I'm making this drawing so I have some reference to use for when I go to work on a much bigger piece. So this isn't the finished result. I don't know how far I'm taking this so far, right? And I'm just using it for these videos. Anyways, in this video, I'll talk about how understanding light and form can add depth to your work. Planes, so like the different planes of what you're drawing and so forth. I'll explain that in more detail as we go. So on and so forth. And cast shadows, I thought that would be important in this video, and then how I like to practice them. In life, light hits an object, bounces off of that object, casting itself and traveling to another object. By understanding how light acts on an object, we can determine a way of capturing that on a 2D surface. When observing an object, there are 3 planes to think about. If I'm understanding planes correctly, of course. How I look at planes is there is usually a light, a dark, and a darkest dark. I'm thinking in the simplest of shapes when dealing in life. There is shapes that you must think about, like cast shadows. I wanted to make sure I talk about cast shadows. Cast shadows are shadows that appear when light hits another object. That object creates a cast shadow. Ignoring these would take away from the realism of what you're working on, so on and so forth. Like last time, I'd like to give you some ideas on how you can go about practicing these things. Observing real life is the best way to really practice these things. I like to take note of how light hits an object and how far light is traveling. Are there more than 3 forms, like with clothes of a building or a building? You can simplify your practice with boxes, spheres, shapes, different shapes, cylinders, so on and so forth. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see here, then try subscribing for more updates, more project-like videos, and more topic videos like this. You can check out my website down below for any new updates as well. I'll see you guys in the next one.